Texas Podcast Massacre contains spoilers and adult language. For more horror, visit us at our website at texaspodcastmassacre.com. This is Texas Podcast Massacre.
Welcome to another episode of Texas Podcast Massacre, coming to you from Houston, Texas. I'm your host, Mitch, and with me, as always, are my two partners in crime, Lisa.
Hey.
And Nate.
What's up?
So, each week on Texas Podcast Massacre, we have two episodes. One is our movie review, which will come later this week, and we'll be doing Gerald's Game. And then the one that comes out at the beginning of the week, today, is the news segment for, I guess really technically it's for the preceding week, but we do it now because...
All you need to know is October is starting.
Yes, we are.
Happy October.
2 days in. All right, so I know.
Go get your pumpkin spice lattes, your pumpkin spice pies, your pumpkin spice
aroma
ham,
candles.
Apparently your
pumpkin
candles.
Spice aroma candles. Hey.
How about them candles?
What's better, eating everything pumpkin spice or just having to smell pumpkin spice?
Oh.
Neither.
I'm a pumpkin bread guy.
That sounds good too.
That's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
That's good. Have any more thought on y'all's Halloween costumes? I'm going to keep bugging y'all.
No.
Well, so let me ask you, what are y'all's favorite things about October and the Halloween season?
When it's over.
Figure that's what you would say.
I'm going to go the exact opposite direction. So for many years, so my wife and I met 10 years ago, 2 days ago.
Aww.
And I bet, conservatively estimating, she's watched at least 250 horror movies with me.
Yeah, she's
So
a
if you-
saint.
So if you
Poor woman.
If you extrapolate that out, it's like about 20 to 25 per year. And October is where we get a large chunk of those. So basically, I say, it's horror month. And then apparently that works for her. So she watches the movies. I say, it's October, it's horror month. And then she's like,
what
okay, I
ends
guess
up
I have
happening
to.
me.
Yeah.
I end up watching like 20 movies during October.
It's the magic of the month of October. I don't know what
because
it is,
you
but
end
it
up
works.
like putting on, the TV while you're carving pumpkins, and you end up watching like all of the Halloween series or all of the Friday the 13th.
It works. So I like it because of it's just a magical ability to make non-horror fans feel like they have to watch the
trick
movies.
them?
Yeah, it works. It works.
And there's certainly, it's certainly easier to pressure people into watching horror films. I really used to love when AMC used to have the Monster Fest. Now it's Fright Fest, I guess, but they lately they've played the same set of movies each year. I guess they only have the rights to a certain number. It used to be all sorts, and the rotation was a lot better, but still, I think sci-fi is kind of coming on strong with it. For me, I like all the TV. Like all the sitcom Halloween specials, those are usually pretty good.
Okay, yeah, Halloween specials are great.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's Halloween episode is usually pretty solid.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh yeah, there's been 4 of them, and they all involve like some sort of like Halloween caper, but they're all dressed in costume. I mean, it's not really scary per se, but yeah, those are.
It's like the Greg Pikitis episode in Parks and Rec.
Yeah, Greg Pikitis.
Kind of.
Like that, right?
Pikitis.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. That sounds cool.
Yeah, check it out. Okay, well, if y'all are ready, I say let's get into the news.
First eyewitness account came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent.
So I read that now we have a definitive date for it part 2.
Okay.
So it should come out September 16th, 2019. So we are going to have to wait a little bit, but at least they have a date, because I know before they weren't quite sure when it was going to come out and casting and all that. So it's the same month as this one came out, so they're curious to see if it'll do just as well.
Yeah, in September.
In 2
again.
years.
Yeah.
They're still trying to figure out the title. A lot of people think it's just going to be called It Chapter 2. So we'll see. That sounds boring, but whatever. And I guess they're going to get
too legit to it.
Oh, okay. Submit your suggestions now, Nate.
That would be awesome.
And they said it's probably going to get more like weird, because I guess there's a lot of characters in the book that are like weird. Like they mention an extra dimensional giant omnipotent god turtle that's apparently huge in the books. And so they're like, we think it's going to be in the second movie. So I was like, okay, that'll be interesting
Sure. What?
to see how they handle that sort of thing.
What?
The thing that I'm excited about is they said that they think they're going to include Pennywise's origins in it because they had filmed a scene for the first movie and then decided to cut it. So they don't know if they'll use that same scene or they'll film a new one and go into more detail. But that's the thing I've never, and maybe it's in the book and I just haven't read the book.
They're probably going to flash back a lot, like to the kids and stuff. So him flashing back too would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I think it's him flashing back to like the 1600s or something ridiculous like that.
They don't have any actors though for that, do they yet?
No, they think obviously Bill Skarsgård's going to come back.
Oh yeah, sure.
As Pennywise,
Yeah.
but the other ones they don't know. Now the kids had given their like, if anyone could play me, this is who it would be.
Recommendations,
But we'll see if that comes true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. As a kid, if someone asked me that question, I would probably not pick the most appropriate
Yeah.
actor.
Well, and then some people were like, "Oh, just have the kids play the adult version of themselves." I'm like, it's only been a year, guys.
Yeah.
They're still children. Like we'd have to wait like 10
Like
years.
I would pick George Clooney to act me when I really need to be picking like Zach Galifianakis. You know what I mean? It's
But George Clooney now or George Clooney like along?
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. George Clooney hasn't changed that much.
And it's still the wrong
yes.
answer for me. So-
I think Jessica Chastain should be Beverly.
That's who.
Oh, yeah.
That's who the girl who played
really?
Beverly picked. Yeah.
That's what you picked. Nice.
Got it.
Good,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So a lot of the characters, a lot of the
redheads,
adult
right, yeah.
characters they picked actually look a lot like you could see it. They could
Okay.
make it work easy.
Wow.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. But excited to have a release date now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nick Kroll plays the guy who makes all the jokes.
Oh my God. I couldn't see Nick Kroll in this movie.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. Yeah. So I think speaking of just horror movies and who would want to pay who, came out recently that Robert Englund. I don't know why it came out, but they kind of asked him who he thought would be a good Freddy Krueger, and he actually threw out Kevin Bacon. And he was kind of quoted as saying that one of Robert Englund's favorite horror movies is Stir of Echoes, which is what Kevin Bacon said.
Really?
Yeah, and he recommended it, but he also said he thinks Kevin's the right size for the role, and that Kevin Bacon respects horror movies. He doesn't really make fun of them. I guess he would approach it in a genuine sort of
Yeah.
way.
Are you saying Hollow Man wasn't making fun of horror movies? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh God, I've only seen half that movie because I couldn't make it all the way through.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't think that's a bad pick. I'm curious. Is there someone else y'all could see as Freddy Krueger?
Well, I mean, Bill Skarsgård did such a good job, and
Oh,
he's
you
got
just-
like 4 brothers who act. So maybe one of the Skarsgård, like maybe Alex, his older brother, would be good.
Yeah,
That
But
could
he's
work.
got younger ones too that are.
yeah. Okay. So okay. Bill Skarsgård.
I mean, if they're as creepy as Bill was, they'll do a good job.
So you would want to certainly like when they did the remake, they got the guy who did Rorschach. I can't remember his name. From Watchmen, he was
Jackie
Yeah.
Earl Hayes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and so they went a lot more of a darker, creepier Freddy Krueger than Robert Englund was. So I guess that would be kind of the Bill Skarsgård route as well, a little bit.
No, I think they should go the Scary Terry route.
The Scary Terry
route.
route. What about you, Nate? Who do you think?
I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to say Michael Cera.
What? Then it would be Scary Terry. What?
For the main reason I thought is he's lanky, but like the outfit that that Freddy Krueger wears, I could see Michael Cera wearing in real life. So he could just walk on set and then just do makeup and just like go.
I could no.
Yes,
No.
it would be awesome.
Hey guys. No.
Want to smoke weed? Just kidding, you're all dead.
Oh my
See,
god.
I'm not a casting person.
No, I think Kevin Bacon actually. I didn't think of.
Yeah, I think
him.
Kevin Bacon.
That's a really good one.
He's got enough. He's. I mean, I think Kevin Bacon is famous enough that he would lend some star power to the role that would probably bring people in, which is what they need. Because last time, like you were saying, it was the darker one, and it did not do well at all.
Yeah, I could, and I mean, he's not around anymore, obviously, so it doesn't work. I kind of think Heath Ledger probably could have done a good, where he's still alive.
yeah, he would have.
Would have been obviously less Jokerish, but I think he's also that same kind of frame. He's not too big and imposing, but he especially for his the method acting. 'Cause
Maniacal.
You need
Yeah.
someone who's really going to just be that role and and really kind of deep dive into it.
Yeah.
He could have been very good. What?
So what about Johnny Depp? I don't know why that just popped in my head, but you said something about like they have to really get into it. He's a good character actor, and he'd be like, I don't know. They could tie it in with the first one because wasn't he the very first victim?
Yeah, I mean, that would be
Okay.
nice. I like the the throwback idea.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about the other. God, do I want Jack Sparrow as?
Yes, you do. Do you? No. Do you want
Welcome-
Edward Scissorhands?
Oh, okay. See,
That's Freddy Krueger.
That is
But
true.
that's so long ago. He has not done a role like that.
Welcome to prime time, love. That would.
I think he'd do a great job.
Oh.
That's my new answer. I'm sticking with it. I'll go see it.
Can Freddy Krueger have dreads? is that like a thing? Then maybe.
Oh, bitch.
Bitch, man. Down by the bitch.
My God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of options.
I guess Nate's starting to get sold on it.
We do not work in Hollywood.
He sells movies.
Does he?
Yes.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, moving on. So this is basically the year. We can all agree this is the year of Stephen King.
Yeah.
Right.
No kidding.
One.
Stephen King's accountant can confirm that
Yeah.
this is the year of Stephen King.
One-
Stephen King's children inheritance just went whoop.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been expanding pretty rapidly, all the adaptions and stuff. But one that was recently done and then just got canceled is The Mist TV show.
Oh yeah. What was it on? Was it on Sci-Fi or?
It doesn't matter because it will not be missed. So
But wasn't
I like what you did there.
Thank you very much.
they made a movie? What is not that long
Yeah, it was
ago?
2006.
Yeah.
That was for Darren.
And it was
Locke.
terrible, right?
No, it was awesome. What? I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
The movie itself was okay.
Tom Zane.
The ending was kind of.
Okay.
I love the
Oh
ending.
shit! Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to give it. I know we do a spoiler.
The
thing. I don't want to necessarily give it
the
away.
ending drives if you like it or not. But if you like the ending, then it really goes
Yeah.
up, and if not, it brings it back to like
Yeah, no, I would agree.
average.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, so yeah, that was. I watched the first episode and it was terrible. So I was like, I'm out on this.
Aw.
And apparently,
okay. He's
apparently
making
everyone
enough
else
money.
did as well.
Doesn't matter.
And that was a sci-fi joint, right? So we got Blood Drive and The Mist casualties this year.
so I mean,
on sci-fi.
I guess for Stephen King, they're not all winners.
They're mostly winners.
Yeah, they're most.
He still got paid something, right? So I mean, he's okay with it.
It doesn't matter because that check from it cleared, and he's
Yeah.
solid.
And the Mr. Mercedes show, TV show, and there's like a Hulu show coming out next year. There's all he's got it. He's got it made.
Well, I will say, I'll kind of segue off that. I think Sci-Fi is really just going hard on more horror themes.
Yeah, they are, for sure.
They just actually released, I guess, two, previews of two new shows. One's called Never Knock and one's called Stickman. So for Never Knock, this takes place in '86. In 1986, three teens were brutally murdered after knocking on the door of 59 Oakwood Lane. Killer was never found. Over the next 40 years, rumors turned to legend, and while few will admit to believing the stories, kids are still warned to never knock on the door of 59 Oakwood Lane.
It's like a Bloody Mary kind of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Burn the house down.
on this particular Halloween night, Grace and her friends are going to wish they'd heeded the warnings and never knocked.
My God.
It's like Candyman with knocking.
Right. Basically. So this comes out on Sunday, October 15th.
Okay.
It looks, some of the screenshots look, it's kind of a teen horror kind of, but yeah, very much this Bloody Mary / Candyman / now the other one, Stickman, sort of sounds like Slender Man. This one girl at age 7 was wrongfully accused of murdering her sister. Emma knew it was the Stickman. She's, I guess, about to get released, a la O.J. Simpson, and apparently, I don't know.
Is the Stickman a Nightmare Before Christmas crossover? Because he could be Jack Skellington could be the Stickman.
I'm not giving you the
No,
drop.
that would be awesome.
I'm not
Come
giving
on.
you the drop for that.
That'd be a cool crossover.
Would it?
Yep.
So yeah, but I like that Sci-Fi. Granted, I mean, like, I don't know that Sci-Fi's gonna, pull
Hitting
up
home runs here or anything.
right?
But
But
they're trying.
but the fact that I guess that's the way of the world. I mean, they're having to greenlit, and I think they're getting a lot more push for horror movie content. I think, Blood Drive. I think that Channel Zero, certainly the Sharknadoes, even those are ridiculous.
Yeah.
the fact that they're still willing to try things and see something could hit.
Yeah.
I think that's good news for everyone. Now, whether these are good, hopefully they are. I would think that Never Knock probably has a little bit better chance than something called Stickman. Stickman will premiere on October 21st, so you can try one week, try the next one next week, and just see.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
We'll give it. I'm sure we'll end up watching both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably start live tweeting a lot of these shows as they come on. Now, granted, these are Never Knock's easier because it's Sunday night. Stickman is already put in a slotted Saturday night slot at 9 p.m., which Saturday night's never a great.
What?
It's never a sign of faith. That
Saturday night.
Yeah, that's all the great TV shows.
Yeah, apparently. Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
So I was reading. I think there's a lot of as we get past October into Christmas, you hear a ridiculous amount of Christmas music, but you don't usually hear a whole lot of Halloween music unless it's like themes from movies and stuff. I feel like October is really more focused on movies than music.
Yeah.
But they're releasing an album called Scream with all Michael Jackson songs.
Nice.
And obviously, I feel like Thriller is the closest that we've ever come to like a Halloween song.
Like Anthem, yeah.
Yeah, Anthem.
I know. Monster Mash. Has,
Monster Mash.
Monster
You're
Mash
right.
is
You're right.
probably
Monster Mash too.
I Put a Spell on You from the Hocus Pocus.
Okay, so I'm totally wrong. There's like a million. Okay.
No.
Thriller
is up there. Thriller is the most famous.
Well, and not even that, but the music video. I mean, that really paved the way for every other music video. I mean, that's what really set MTV off with what you could really do.
Yeah, production values.
Oh yeah, it's a 15-minute music video for the.
All the first ones were all like block person CGI, like Dire Straits videos.
Yes,
and then, like okay, shit, this is gonna actually happen. Yeah.
Right.
But I feel like Thriller's the one that gets played at every single Halloween party around the country,
definitely.
probably around the world. So it's interesting. So Thriller's on here, but Steve Aoki did a remix of it. It's actually good. Like we were listening to it earlier. I kind of like it. It's not too crazy, outlandish, but other things on here, Blood on the Dance Floor, Torture. Where's the other one? Somebody's watching
Man in
me.
the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror.
Yeah, Man in the Mirror. So anyway, that just came out September 29th. So that'd be, I don't know, if you need an album to be playing in the background, that's probably a good one.
It's on Spotify, right? So
probably. I'm sure, yeah.
Scream's a weird choice because that's that space one with him and
Janet
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad song. I just, as a Halloween album.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you run out of it after a while. You just
That's true.
Oh, it says Scream. It says Ghosts.
Look, to me, the best Halloween album is the soundtrack from Nightmare Before Christmas because that's built for that.
Halloween.
Danny Elfman isn't a slouch.
He's not. He's done like 8,000.
Oh yeah, no.
Scoring to movies. I mean, he's definitely got my. I'm 100% in on this. If if a bunch of the proceeds go to the victims of his sexual abuse.
They haven't said, but
I gotta do the caveat. Every time anyone mentions Michael Jackson, I gotta put that caveat in. Like he also raped children. So heads up, guys.
Allegedly.
Oh please.
Allegedly.
In
this country, you are guilty until proven innocent.
You're guilty until a child can definitely.
And you you run out of money to pay for the lawyers.
Know what your penis looks like. That's not good.
Right. Well,
he picked it out of a lineup. Anyway. No, that's cool though. But also, there's that, and then I will still listen to some of the songs probably. So
he'll try not to think about Michael Jackson's penis while he's listening to it.
Well, let's segue. So a movie that I saw a trailer for this week that looks pretty awesome is this movie called Annihilation.
Okay.
It's the next movie from the director of Ex Machina. The awesome sci-fi movie. Do you guys see that?
I did not. I wanted to.
Oh, it's really good.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, well, it's streamable, so you can check that out. It's really good. But basically, his next movie is called Annihilation. It stars Natalie Portman, and basically, it's an alien has come to Earth, and there's like this zone where like this alien has influence, and like she goes in to rescue her husband,
Okay.
who's kind of went on a suicide mission in there, and a bunch of crazy shit happens. It looks horror thriller, almost like sci-fi-y, and it looks really good.
Okay.
When does it come out?
I think it comes out early next year. It's
Okay.
like January, February.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it looks really good. But it's like sci-fi with horror stuff. Natalie Portman. It looks really good. Like visually, it looks like crazy. Like this alien is making like all these flora weird things happen. all
Is
kinds
she
of
the
shit.
alien?
No, she's part of the team that's going in to rescue the first team that was trying to interact with the alien for the first time.
I see.
Oh. So it's going to be like that. What's that Amy Adams one that just came out? Signal?
It
No, not
looks a
Signal.
rival-ish.
Yeah, Rival.
Yeah.
Rival, yeah.
Okay.
The Signal. Ooh, that was another one.
Okay. I'll have to see the trailer. I don't.
No, check out the
this-
trailer. So
okay.
everyone just check out the trailer. It looks good.
Okay, so I kind of alluded to it earlier. What I love about October and Halloween is the Halloween special. So let me tell you a few TV specials and see if you're up for this. Now, Lisa, this one's probably more up your alley. Granted, the ones on TV typically aren't super scary, but still. So on Friday the 13th, SpongeBob will be having its Halloween special called The Legend of Bikini Bottom.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Wow. all those things went over my head.
No, that sounds awesome.
So yeah, so for kids, if kids are looking for something a little particularly if they're into the season, that would probably be good. Unless you don't like your kids watching SpongeBob, which is a thing. I know some parents are like,
Some people think it's just weird.
yeah.
Which I mean, it is, but
Embrace the weird. There's like only one weird kids show now, where like when we were growing up, there were like 40.
yeah.
Ren-
we turned
all
out
real monsters,
semi-okay.
Ren and
say.
Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, we grew up with Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, Daria. I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
great. Formative. So there's that one. Now, for some of you SNL fans, Tom Hanks is actually going to voice his David S. Pumpkins character for the animated Halloween special that will be on the 28th of October, so that Saturday.
Yeah.
I presume that's going to be, I guess, instead of SNL. But yeah, the David S. Pumpkins Halloween special. So if you haven't seen the skit's incredible. I don't understand why it's incredible. I just know I love it. I've watched it at least like 10 times.
No, come on. 20, 30.
I was trying to be generous.
More than
Conservative.
10 or more times.
Yeah.
10 plus times.
Yeah.
It's great. And I don't know. So apparently the episode is David S. Pumpkin is going to be showing a young boy and his sister the true meaning of Halloween while answering none of their questions along the way, which is great.
Wow.
Any questions?
I'm in. Yeah, I'll watch it.
And then the last TV show, which is, I mean, it's not Halloween without this. Simpsons Treehouse of Horror 28.
Wow.
This is the 28th. So they've just released kind of some of the plot details. So I'll give you just the segments. Maggie becomes possessed by an ancient demon. So probably a little Annabelle thing happening here. Lisa discovers a creepy / perfect version of her family in an alternate universe. And Homer cannibalizes himself.
Oh.
And Mario Batali's going to guest star in that episode. So, yeah.
All right. Is this a Hannibal-esque throwback here or what? He's gonna be like cooking like really fancy dishes.
A little bit. So, and I think the
He's gonna turn himself into a donut, isn't it? That's
one
what's
about
gonna
the-
happen.
Yeah, probably.
That's what's gonna happen.
I think Mario Batali, the screenshot is him like he's frying up Homer's head in like a wok. Now, the one with Lisa going to the alternate universe, I think that one's going to be based off Coraline. So she goes and sees like they all have the buttons for their eyes and everything.
Interesting.
Marge is a Spider Woman, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know. Really odd, but I'm excited. I got to ask, which one's y'all's favorite? Do y'all have a favorite Treehouse of Horror or a favorite segment?
Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin.
Oh, okay. So that's not.
No, I mean, you're talking about ones that kids can watch. They have that one. Last year they did like a Toy Story,
Yeah.
kind of horror one. But no, to me, I mean, I grew up watching The Simpsons, and the Treehouse of Horrors have always been fantastic. I don't
Do you have a
I
favorite?
don't know if I have a favorite one. I love them all. They're so good, especially the really early ones. They're just great.
Yeah,
and I always used to love at the beginning of the Marge coming out and being like, okay, warn them that this is going to be really scary. So, yeah, they're cool. I'm definitely going to watch this one, of course.
I think I always like the Bram Stoker Dracula one with Mr. Burns.
Yep.
And Bart would have escaped, except he saw the button turns the stairs into a slide. He's like, huh, when am I going to ever do this again? It just goes right back into the vampire den.
I like the Shinnin.
Oh, the Shinnin is
Shinnin's
great.
a great
Probably my
one.
favorite.
It's a
That one's-
classic.
that
That
was
is. Don't bother me between 5 and 6. That's
Yep.
Willie's time.
Yep.
those are
Oh
great.
God, I love those. So yeah, so that's what's coming up at least on. Those are some of the Halloween TV episodes that are coming out soon.
So speaking of Halloween, programming that is more for not for kids, but younger adults and kids can kind of watch it. I grew up watching Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic movie, which I was reading apparently didn't do that great when it came out.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I can't see that being a big
But
Movie
since
going.
then,
Stuff is kind of shocking.
Yeah.
to me it's shocking. I
Yeah.
don't know, because I mean it had a really good cast. But apparently, obviously, since then people watch it and have loved it. So I think they're talking about redoing it. They're talking about remaking it for TV, which I think is a huge mistake. If you're going to redo it, put it in theaters. I think you would definitely get
Yeah.
a lot of people going to see it.
So is it a total reboot then, like a
Yeah.
reimagining sort of thing? Or,
I don't know if they're. I mean, it's possible they're keeping the same plot, but right as of now, no one is reprising their role.
okay.
So it'll be brand new people.
Yeah. So I mean, I think after it, I have to stop myself from just saying don't touch classics, because obviously I said that when we first started talking about it weeks ago. And I told you I wasn't very thrilled about that news. Hopefully they do it right, but yeah, for something like this, that's particularly the cult classics, you got to be very careful. I would rather see a sequel, honestly,
Yeah, that would be
with
good.
them coming back as the
Sanderson
the Sanderson
sisters.
sisters.
Because honestly, it was the Three Witches, their personality that really made that movie. And it's hard to replicate
movie's
that.
great. There's not a lot I would change about it. I don't know. Nate, were you a big Hocus Pocus fan?
Not really.
Really? You just didn't like it, or
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I say remake it. I say remake it. I say remake everything.
so? What about
Just
it?
make all the
I'm
movies
curious.
again. I don't
What
care.
about you? Didn't you like?
I mean, it was fine. I didn't like it.
You thought it was too
I was like, it was
cheesy,
okay.
or-
That's fair.
Yeah, it was a little cheesy.
Okay.
That's fair.
And I hate cheesy movies.
Did you see it as a
Everyone
kid, or did you
knows
see it later on?
I saw it later on.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Maybe that's
okay.
part of it, because
It's like if you
I
had
saw
seen
as
it
a
when you were
kid.
like 10, then
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you get
Yeah.
the nice.
Yeah, now it's the
roasting
nostalgia
stuff.
bit, so
Exactly.
that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I was just curious. Wasn't trying to put
you're
you on
wrong,
those-
Nate.
God.
Wrong.
Oh man. Okay, so one last thing that I am going to bring up is people who've been listening to this podcast know that I am very pro basement, and there's a lot of
Lord.
You are the only person in the
anti-basement
world.
prejudice is, especially in the horror genre, staggering. I'm doing my best to take a stand and fight back, but
Because a dark black hole isn't scary. That's essentially what it is.
no, it's not. You see, you guys haven't been in basements enough. Basements for me
Because there's
are-
no need to have a basement here in Texas
Well,
or the
yeah.
South.
There's no need to have a basement, period.
If you have a
Thank
basement,
you.
If you have,
I
if, you
concur.
have, if you have a basement in Houston, it's basically just like a underground pool at that point. So, yeah, I get why you guys.
Fair.
I get why you guys are jealous, but
Jealous is a strong word.
no. My favorite OC actress, Misha Barton, is going to be.
Are there other OC actors? I don't know.
There's
anything
Rachel
about that.
Bilson. There's Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde was on the OC?
Yeah, she's like a whole season.
All right, we're getting off track.
Might have to rewatch the OC.
Anyway, that's all right. Anyway, she'll be starring in a movie, a horror kind of thriller movie called The Basement. It looks like basically people are getting put in a basement and tortured. Of course.
Well, no shit. That's what you do in a basement. I can already tell you what I would have done differently.
What?
Would be
Not
don't
have
buy
a
a house with a
basement.
fucking basement. Yeah, it's not a hard.
Don't buy a bi-level. That's your.
There is not. Find me one movie where having a basement actually helped anyone.
Stranger Things. She gets to hide in the basement away from the parents and be saved.
That is not a.
Boom.
Oh my god. No.
Boom.
No.
Yep. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, see?
That is a hard.
It's like name the famous ginger people in South Park. It's like Ron Howard and others. That was just my equivalent of that. It exists, but anyway, yeah. So look out for that. It looks like a low budget kind of whatever film, but it is very basement themed, so I'll probably check it out.
Well, if there's anyone to champion the basement, it would definitely be you.
Yep, that's me.
I don't think I'm going to see that. Please.
No. God, no. I don't care who's in it. I don't care what. The second you say the basement.
Yeah, but
No,
you
no.
can watch it and then feel smug about your bias of
Well, yeah, just
against
look at all these
basements.
dumb people walking into the
Exactly.
basement. That was a dumb
I'm so much
move.
better than them, and
Yeah.
then you like the movie, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Basement, terrible idea. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. No need. Lisa, anything else you want to cover in the news? Nate,
No.
I think
No,
you said
that's
you're good.
it. That's
All right. So with that said, I think let's wrap it up with, I guess, some of our recommendations. So, Lisa, do you have anything that you think folks should watch?
Yeah, so we were talking about Halloween specials, and another one that was on when I was a kid was Home Improvement, and they would always do a Halloween special, and those are always great because it was basically Tim just trying to scare the heck out of everybody.
Yeah.
So those are actually they're releasing the Halloween specials on Hulu. I'm definitely going to go back and watch them. They're
Yeah, I
gonna be
think.
great.
Are they already out or?
That's a good question. I would assume now that it's October, they probably are out.
That'd be
but
good. Those
I don't
are-
know if they're going to release them as a batch. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those will be good to
those
watch.
are good because I think they were always showing him like setting up all the decorations,
Yeah.
and doing all the like making his own props and everything. Those I remember those. Those are always really good.
Can
Cool.
you do the Home Improvement sound like to Hulu? Hulu? Or something like that? You say, yeah,
There it is. All right.
Yeah, cross
Oh, my
branding.
goodness.
Took me a second, but I got it. Oh shit! Golden opportunity wasted. I should have said I don't think so, Nate. Oh,
Nice.
damn it! All right, Nate. What about you? Got anything?
So I love terrible horror movies. And
No.
one of my all-time favorites. Usually watch it closer to Christmas time, but on Amazon Prime Video you can stream Jack Frost and Jack Frost 2, which are terribly hilariously good horror movies. I guess the only famous person I can remember is Shannon Elizabeth is in the first one.
Okay.
So I'm just watching it for sure.
Didn't that? I remember that came out too close to the one, the not scary one
the
with
Michael
Michael
Keaton
Keaton.
one?
Yeah.
And everyone got them confused.
Yeah, watch the non-Michael Keaton one. What?
They're both scary, but for very different
Yeah,
reasons.
highlight of the first movie is they're chasing the snowman who a serial killer dies in snow, and there's chemicals from. I mean, who cares? But he's a snowman who can reconstitute himself, kind of like Sandman in Spider-Man. And
Isn't there a
with snow.
shower scene in this one?
Well, the scene, yeah, there is kind of, but the scene I'm talking about, that's one of my favorites. Is they start chasing him around with blow dryers, to melt him, and then he says, "Blow me," which is an all-time classic line.
Just give him a nice hot bowl of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. That always melted that snowman kid.
Yes, that did. That's,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call the people in this movie smart, the characters. So they go about it in more hilarious ways.
Who would win a fight, Jack Frost or Ginger Deadman?
Jack Frost for sure.
Okay.
Isn't there also a serial killer movie that came out or is going to come out? The
It comes out in
snowman.
a couple weeks. Yeah, Michael Fassbender.
Like he leaves.
yeah,
That's his
Snowman.
calling card. Is he leaves the snowman
Yeah,
at
serial
the
killer.
scene.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was a remake of the Jack Frost.
No, it's a
Wow.
serial killer movie.
I haven't watched the trailer.
Michael Fassbender is in
Yeah.
this movie.
Well, and he's not making out with himself. I don't know what to think about
Yeah.
it. So
He did
okay.
Assassin's Creed though too, so I mean, take that.
Which
however
was
you want.
also a big steamy pile of dirt.
exactly.
So, yeah.
Who knows? But I think if it's Michael Fassbender, you're still doing better than these movies. But still watch them on Amazon.
Well, for me, okay. So where can you watch that one at?
It's Amazon Prime. Video.
Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So on Netflix, then, movie I actually really like was of Wes Craven's New Nightmare is on. I think it's probably been on for a while, but so for you Freddy Krueger fans, so the premise of this one is that everything is happening in real life, and Freddy is actually coming after
Yeah.
the people who played in the original movie. So the original Nancy, Robert Englund kind of plays himself, also playing Freddy Krueger. I remember when I was younger, so I've told Jill how my brother and sister tormented me when they babysat me with, making me watch those movies. So I guess this is probably when I was in 4th, 5th grade, and I was like, I'm a big boy. I can handle this. So I get my mom to let me record it or to order it on pay-per-view. I ordered it. I put the tape in the...
On pay-per-view?
Yes.
Wha-
Yes.
Go to Blockbuster. What are you doing?
I think we were getting close to moving around that time. But anyway, so I had the VCR. I was going to record it because, obviously you record everything you get. And we always have it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I watched the first scene where the claw comes to life and starts moving like fucking the thing from Addams Family. And then I immediately turned the TV off. My sister was gone. My mom was gone. So just me in the house. I saw that shit. I was like,
Out.
Turned the TV off. And I just ran over to a friend's house. I think I didn't watch it again I didn't watch it for like a year.
How much money did you waste? I mean, how much money?
It had to have been like $10.
Wow, at that time, that's like
Maybe. I don't know.
it's like
I don't-
$100 now, practically.
Inflation is not that bad.
Jeez,
Jesus.
it's not
it's
that
more
old.
like $20.
My
probably.
God.
He's wasted $20.
Well,
And I mean, we wasted $20 at the movie seeing The Witch, so who cares?
damn.
Wow.
All right. Well,
You can only pick one. You can only make fun of Basements or The Witch in the same episode. You can't do both.
we can do
right?
both.
Yes, I can.
Cheers.
Do you want me to talk about Tourist Trap too?
I'm okay with that.
oh, man. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Nate, where can they check us out?
Yeah, they can find us at TexasPodcastMassacre.com. Tweet us at TXPodMassacre. We got the weekly American Horror Story call is still happening.
Yeah. It's starting to get a little better.
Is it starting to get better?
Yeah.
This past week was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay. All right. Well, that's still going on. And yeah, we'll have a bunch of different posts. We've been posting some different videos on YouTube. We got some parody stuff for Rosemary's Baby, which we think is pretty hilarious. So check that out. And yeah, that's about it.
Yep. Well, and as always, if you are enjoying these episodes, if you enjoy the show, please make sure to give us some ratings on iTunes, on Stitcher. Help us share it out so more people will hang out with all of us. We can have a whole big happy family listen on this. If you don't like the show, keep your thoughts to yourself. But
Give your recommendations for
you
favorite
can send
October
all
horror movie.
negative feedback directly to
No.
Nate.
No. If you don't like the podcast, refer people that you don't like to the podcast.
Agreed. Yeah.
So I mean, either
Bam.
way, or
Win-win.
share it with somebody.
All the people you hate, make them listen to this podcast.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
With that said, once again, thank you all very much for listening in. From all of us here at Texas Podcast Massacre, just keep telling yourself it's only a movie. Good night.